Good evening, all. Welcome to our session. Let's
Good evening.
recap what we discussed yesterday. Yesterday, we given introduction to our course, that is Building Information Modeling and Revit Architecture. We have seen how our modules were structured and what we are going to start first. As stated yesterday, today we are going to look into the Revit. What is the Revit full form, first of all? Do anyone know what is the full form of Revit?
Revising tool, sir.
And anyone? Revise instantly.
Yes, sir.
Revit.
Revise instantly.
Yeah,
Revising
revise
tool also.
instantly. Yes. And we all know what is the meaning of instantly. Let me tell you, this Revit is a building information modeling software. Whenever we say it is a BIM software, then it should have some qualities or prerequisites. All those we will be discussing in our further classes. But now let's jump into the Autodesk Revit. We know lot of artificial intelligence tools are evolving in our industry every day and in our world. Recently, we have seen how our Chat GPT, the Google Bard, and Microsoft Copilot and Microsoft Edge Bing, how these are evolving and how we are making use of them. Now, for our course, for our Revit course, let's make use of same AI and we'll get to know what the information is given by the AI. Let me share my screen. I hope you are able to see the screen. Are you able to see the screen now?
Yes.
Great. Yeah, I just opened a new chart. Let me take this. I just opened a new chart. Then I'm asking our Chat GPT, what is Revit? Don't worry, I'm not going to read out everything from this, okay? To just let you know how we are going to get the information about our tool and the course I'm showing to you. But it is really important to discuss the keywords which is given by this. The first keyword we should take as a parametric modeling. When it comes to parametric modeling, it's not just about a mass solid. Whatever the object we are having inside the Revit, and whatever the elements already inbuilt having the Revit, everything will be parameterized. You will be able to control the specifications or sizes or properties by using parameters. Inside the course, we will be knowing what are all the parameters and how we can create and control them. Then BIM collaboration. Collaboration with respect to people in the project. Two or more people will be able to work on a single project or on a single file. That is collaboration. Then documentation. Of course, it is a powerful tool for documentation and it has the capability. Yesterday, we shown a small example how we can extract the quantities and the data, whatever we required through the Revit. And visualization. As we stated, Revit, a 3D modeling, 3D design software, visualization also plays an important role. Not only just creating 3D models, but also we can do a solar studies and we can create walkthroughs and animations and analysis. What is happening in the industry is many of the people and the professionals are using Revit as a 3D modeling software. It is very well known for that. But when it comes to design and analysis, I think very few people are using that. And now we are focusing more on 3D modeling. So let's jump into that. And whenever we need some results about our Revit, of course, in online we can get so many resources, but it is always better to prefer the original creator of the Revit, that is Autodesk. We have so many forums in the Autodesk, and we have one separate university, that is Autodesk University. I just opened the official page of Autodesk Revit. I hope we are able to see it. It is showing it is a BIM software to design and make anything. Design buildings and infrastructure in 3D, build a greener project and transform the world. Let me tell you clearly. I hope you all are aware about what is the meaning of design and what is the meaning of modeling. Do you know? Can anyone tell me? Okay, sure, no problem.
Design is a main plan. Hello.
Yes, yes, you are audible. You can speak, please.
Modeling comes after the then design is completion.
Yes, yes, you are right. First, the
Okay.
designers come into the picture, then we'll take the input and we'll prepare 3D models.
Yes. Based on the design, we will get the output of 3D model.
Yeah, we know the meaning of 3D model. Say it will be having X, Y, and Z dimension. You will be able to see in three different directions. Yes, that is 3D and the model. Then what about the design? The meaning of design. Design includes many calculations and many standards, many
Procedure.
principles. And
Procedure to
yes, yes,
involve
yes,
so much procedure to solve any problems like
Load calculations
yes.
and plan proper giving column spacings and all.
Yes, we all have studied our engineering. In our engineering, we dealt with many design subjects. For example, the foundation engineering related to the soil mechanics and the foundations,
yes, sir.
different types of
Yes, sir.
foundations.
RCC.
Yes, reinforced cement concrete. Yes, RCC. And design of steel structures. Then pavement analysis and design also we studied when it comes to roads and the pavement. Then again in the transportation, of course, we studied. I hope you are getting the difference between the design and the modeling. First, we will get the design input, then we will start developing 3D models out of that. It is really not required to go in one way. It can be two way. Let's say uh, design development stage. We all know it is one of the stages in the construction. What is happening with the help of the 3D modeling software is the designer will give a design intent. He will be not be giving entire detailed design for us. We will be taking the design intent and will be starting developing the 3D model. Out of the 3D model, he will take again it as an input, then we'll start again detailing the design. It can work in the reverse also. That's how designers also making use of these 3D modeling softwares. I hope you are understanding my point.
Yes, sir.
If you can imagine it, you can design it in Autodesk Revit. This is not only for civil engineers, not only for architects. It can be used by multiple people and the multiple professionals. For example, we have electrical engineers, mechanical engineers, fire protection, and plumbing engineers. Yes, they also can use it. Model spaces, structures, and systems in 3D with a parametric accuracy, precision, and ease. We will come to know what it is. Then, not only just for 3D modeling, but also for streamlining project management with the instance revisions to plans, elevations, schedules, sections, and sheets. Let me tell you a very important point. Have you ever seen AutoCAD drawings? Have you ever talked with any designer? Actually, in this Revit 3D modeling software, the beauty is, say, for example, based upon the floor plan and some details, we are going to develop directly in the software a 3D model. If you want to cut a section and see how it will be looking like, we can do it within fraction of seconds. But traditionally, this is not how design is being done. If you consult any designer, then you will be coming to know how they are doing the design and how they are giving the sections, details, and elevations. Really, it is a tedious process because the designer first start a concept or intent in the mind, then should keep on the paper or in the CAD. Then also again he or she needs to think in deep. What if we cut a section at this place? What will be visible to the user or to the any site engineer or some other? That also they should be able to give. Again, one more sheet, one more drawing. This happens for the elevations also. And schedules, when it comes to schedules, in the traditional design practices, schedules also we again prepare manually. It's not automatic or it's not just easily extracting things. And the sheets, again different thing. Like this, there are so many things what we have been doing with the CAD. Everything can be smoothly organized and get productive things from the Revit now. And it unites the multidisciplinary project teams for higher efficiency, collaboration, and impact. What is this multidisciplinary? I just mentioned not only for civil and architecture people, right? There are multiple disciplines, electrical, mechanical, and etc. Everyone will be able to make use of the Revit and they will be able to collaborate and they will be able to work on the project. That is multidisciplinary project collaboration. And let's scroll down and go. What we can do with Autodesk Revit, a video is there. Let's postpone it. See all features of the Revit. Yeah, let's see the features of the Revit. This is that page, key features of the Autodesk Revit. You know, say Autodesk first they released the version 2002, I think, and every year they have been revising the features and they're releasing new versions. And there are developments going on still. I hope someone is having a 2024 software here. Yesterday, he just told. That's great. Let's come down. Yes, here we have a key features like parametric components, interoperability, developer tools and solutions, twin motion for Revit, work sharing, annotation, generative design in Revit, standard and custom family content, schedules, global parameters, visibility settings and overrides, personalization and customization. In our course, we will be exploring each and everything. And also, here are some points about multi-discipline tool sets in Revit. When it comes to the architectural design, conceptual design tools, analysis with insight, architectural modeling, and Pine Cloud tools. Have you ever heard of Pine Cloud? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Great. I will be showing Pine Cloud data also if possible. After that, 3D design visualization and multi-story stairs and cloud rendering. For structural engineering and fabrication, again, so many features are here. For MEP engineering and fabrication, again, we have so many key features here. For sure, we will try to cover all these things and explore more. Construction, we have construction modeling, Navisworks interoperability, import, export 2D sheets, and constructability details. And let me tell you, out of the scope, we have one more software that is Navisworks, which is very important. Say we are developing 3D model in the Revit, we are going to do a QC for the model and if possible, class detection and the coordination inside the Navisworks. And let's go back to our software now. Yes, I just to open Revit. I hope you are able to see it. Are you able to see the Revit dashboard?
Yes, sir.
Yes, this is whatever present we are seeing. This is called dashboard, okay? And Autodesk people, yeah, this is the dashboard. See, we have options here. See, whenever we place cursor on something, it is giving some information. I can say it is also repeating. And we have a models and families. To create any new model, we have to go for new option. Or if we have any Revit project already, we have to open by using this option. See, whenever you place a cursor, it is showing opens a Revit model file, creates a Revit model file, then families. I can say family is again a different specific concept. We will try to explore that in the later stages. We can open families by this one and we can create a new families by this option. Then recent files. If I have done work earlier than recent files, it will show here. Then Autodesk Docs. This Autodesk Docs actually a cloud platform where our file will be there in the cloud and we will be accessing that and working simultaneously and parallelly along with our project teams and members. And below we have what's new. In each and every version, there will be some additions, maybe some subtractions too. If we want to know them, then we have to click on this option, what's new. I hope you are following my cursor. Then, if we need any help, we have option here that is online help. Let's click this online help and we'll get to know what it is going to show us. See here, if you are new to Revit, the Autodesk people are very supportive and they are providing a sufficient learning resources here. Welcome to Revit Learning. And these are all resources. We have resources in terms of videos as well as web pages. You can check it out later. Let's come back to our Revit. Then community forum. You know, this Autodesk is having a huge community forum. Whatever the desk you get, doubt you get, you can post directly in the forum. Then you will be receiving the answers from some of the experts and community members inside of that. And customer support. Of course, you can contact the respective people direct and you can get solutions for your problems. And also the one more beauty is they are providing some sample files. Like yesterday I showed, this is the sample architecture project. This is the sample structure project and sample systems project. Systems, it comes under the MEP, that's fine. Then families. You know, families, this is sample architectural family and this is sample structure family. Can anyone know what you are seeing here? This is a simple table and this is simple truss kind of thing. And it's a sample systems family, mechanical equipment. Now we are going to create a new project. So I'm clicking on models, new. And now one pop-up came, new project, template file. Here, if we click on this, we have so many options. Construction template, architectural template, structural, mechanical, systems, electrical, and plumbing. Each template is having a specific importance and it can be used depends upon the project and the requirements. We will explore those in the later classes, but now let's use any one of the template. As we are focusing more on the architecture, let's take out the architectural template. Let's create a new project and we have one more option here, project template. It is different. We will discuss this in the later classes. Now let's click on OK and go into the Revit interface. I hope you are able to see the Revit user interface. Are you?
Yes, sir.
Great.
Yes, sir.
So, are you excited now?
Yes, sir, definitely.
Great, great. Yes, you should keep that curiosity and enthusiasm with you. Then we will feel very easy. Of course, this Revit software is easy one. See, whatever you are seeing here, everything has a specific name. Every tab has a specific name, and every panel has a specific name. See, for example, my cursor is roaming around some options here. Are you able to see?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, the top one, that
Yes,
is
sir.
quick access toolbar
Okay.
actually. Quick access toolbar. Why quick access toolbar? We are able to access it very quickly. Just that's why we are calling it as a quick access toolbar. And beauty is by clicking on this drop down button, and we will get to know what are all the options available in the quick access toolbar. For example, now this open option is there, control plus low. I am turning off it, and you can see change will be appearing here. Now one option gone. I hope you are able to identify it. Now I'm going to turn off another option. Now one more symbol or option gone. We can again get them, and here if you want more options, we can customize this quick access toolbar. At any point of time, if you don't know what is the use of that option, you can press F1 for help. For example, say I am keeping my cursor on wall and I am pressing F1. It is directly taking me into the Autodesk Revit helpline 2022 place a wall. Here, so much theory is there. Add one or more instances of a specific type of architectural wall of the building model. The process of creating a structural wall is similar. We know there is no difference in placing an architectural wall or a structural wall, but the property will be different and the component will be different. That's fine. Here you can see the process of creating a structural wall is similar. Open a floor plan view or a 3D view, click architecture tab, build panel, wall drop down, and wall architectural. We have options here. Let's go back to our Revit and let's try to do whatever they are suggesting. These and all we call as a tabs, and these are all panels. We have a wall here. In the architecture tab, we have so many panels. We have a wall. Let's click on this drop down. See here, already we are getting to know some information like creates a non-structural wall in the building model. Use the type selector to specify the type of wall to create, or use the default type to create a generic wall and specify a different wall type later. Did anyone understand that what they are trying to say? And let me tell you, there is shortcut also for wall, that is WA. Actually, see in this dialog box itself, they are showing wall and in the bracket WA. Let's make a note. WA is the shortcut for wall, is the command for wall. Now let's click on this drop down. We are able to see so many walls like architectural, structural, wall by face, sweep and reveal. The sweep and reveal are disabled because um, these will be inactive whenever there is a already drawn wall inside our Revit. Now let's click on this architectural wall. Yeah, now we are able to see some information about this wall. This is called properties palette. Let me take out this properties palette and keep this side. See, you can dock your what? Yeah, you can dock your windows wherever you want. Horizontal, vertical, below and above. I am trying to dock it this side. No problem. Let me try to dock it. No problem. Let it be here and let's try to make it bigger. Yes, this is called properties palette. Whatever the element we click on, we are doing whatever the action. Everything we will see here in the properties palette. And left side we have project browser. We call this as a project browser. Whatever the floor plans, ceiling plans, 3D views, elevations, sections, legend, schedules, sheets, families, groups, and if we add any Revit files, then Revit links, we will be able to see in the project browser. In the later classes, we'll be explaining and discussing more about this. No need to worry. Now, let's model an architectural wall. I hope you are able to see this. We just drawn or modeled architectural wall. Let's come here to properties palette. What we are able to observe, there are there are already some inbuilt wall types and some information is available. This is a basic wall. Wall is external wall and we have some name there. To get to know more about this, let's click on this edit type. In the edit type, we have type properties. It's a family, system family, which is inbuilt in the Revit. Remember, it's very, very important. In coming classes, we will be exploring more types of families. Now we are facing this system family, which is already existed in the Revit. We are having the basic wall now. And if we click on a drop down, we are seeing this curtain wall and the stacked wall. We will use everything. Now come down the type properties, the parameters. We have a parameter and respective value. Construction structure we have. Let's click on this edit. Then we will be getting to know about this wall assembly. This family name is basic wall and this is the type. This is the total thickness and it is a default. And they given a sample height 6096 and also they given resistance, thermal mass and followed by layers. This layers concept is very, very important. See, we have a finish here and next one is thermal air layer, core boundary and finish. It is depends actually either our wall is having a finish or a thermal air layer, but the structure is mandatory. Now I want to show you what are all the materials there in this respective functions. Say for example, in the finish, we have a brick common that is material and following by the thickness 1 or 2.5, then thermal or air layer. It is having the material fiberglass bat 75. Let me tell you, we are seeing the 1 or 2.5, 75, 0, 100 and all. What about the units? What are all the units it is having? Is it 1 or 2 feet or 1 or 2 millimeters or 1 or 2 centimeters? I will tell you about this after the discussion. And we have a core boundary structure. Structure is made up of concrete masonry units. Then finish again we have a plaster. Like that, we have so many options here. And if you want to use this wall, you can duplicate it and can be used, or you can use it directly. But industry professionals suggest us to make a duplicate and then use because these are inbuilt. So let's go to the edit type and duplicate it. Say let's give a name as a basic wall, and how much thickness we want now. Let's say we want a 200 wall, basic wall 200 and now it is showing this width as 290 but we need 200 only. Let's edit our wall type and let's make it 200. Edit. Let's delete this finish layer and thermal layer. We don't need finish also in this time, and let's keep the structure alone. 200. Click on OK. Now you can see this got changed. Did you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
And this is how we can play with the walls, and we can change the properties of the walls and the material of the walls. And when it comes to material, if you want to change this material, for example, earlier we saw the material for this is, let me go to edit tab. Yes, the material for the structure is concrete masonry units. What if we want to change it? Let's click on this. You will be able to see small three dots there. Click on that. Then Revit will show us so many options, so many materials already present there. Say, for example, I don't want that RCC or a concrete wall. I want some other wall. If, for example, a wooden partition, let's say. So let's search for the wood. Inside the wood also we have these many options. We can select whatever we want. Let's not do it now. I will show the difference how we will be able to get to know. Say, for example, now we have a wall, which is, you observe the properties palette, how it is getting changed. Basic wall, it is 200 and now let me take our original wall, which we draw earlier, and let me draw it. I hope you are able to identify the difference, right? What is the difference between this basic wall 200 and this inbuilt wall 290 and let me turn this into 3D. How to go to the 3D view? There are various options or ways to go into the 3D view. The first thing the beginners do directly going into the quick access toolbar, and we have a symbol for the 3D view, that is home symbol, default 3D view. Let's click there. Then we are able to see walls there. See how this basic wall is visible, how this inbuilt wall is visible. The inbuilt wall is having so many materials, layers, and the properties. And when it comes to this basic wall, this is only having one layer. Hope you are getting the difference. And now we just saw in the level 0, it is a floor plan view. And we just entered into 3D view with the help of this home default 3D view. Now it is time to take a section and see how it is visible in the section and how to take the section. Again, In the quick access toolbar itself, we have option for section, that is this one. Hope you are following my cursor. Whenever you place the cursor on anything, it gives us the information. Create a section view. Section views cut through the model. You can draw them in plan, section, elevation, and detail views. And section views displays as a section representations in intersecting views. Let's click on this section and draw one section here. Hope you are following this. Go to view and let me change the model display style. Yes, here again, model display style. I hope you are following my cursor. We are able to see the scale here. 1:100 is the scale we are following, and beside of that we have option for the, let me place the cursor on it, detail level. There are options for the detail levels like coarse, medium, and fine. It depends actually, but always suggestible to go with fine. And beside of that, we have visual style. We have many styles, the graphic display options. Let me change it to shaded now. Yes. Are you able to see the difference now? This is in the shaded. Let's go to wireframe. This is wireframe and hidden line and consistent colors. And it is realistic. A realistic view will take time actually. Yeah, this is how realistically this wall will be usable. Did you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Correct. Now,
Yes, sir.
why we created a section view? To see about its layers and how they are. In the floor plan, this is the view. This is what we are able to see on the surface, on the top view. But in the section, if we cut that wall or a material, then what we will be able to see? That is the result of a section. Let me turn into your shadow. Yes, this is when we cut that wall. When we cut that wall here horizontally, this is the result. Section 1, this is the result. And we can control this section view visibility. We have a grip here. We can drag this and we can control. Hope you are getting this. And as you have a Revit software, you can play with it around. Let's go back to our floor plan view. And we just now learned how to use the wall tool. Now let's take a sample wall. Then whenever I click on the wall, the interface options got changed. We are seeing so many new options here, like modify, properties, and some options are disabled, and match type properties, notch, cut, join, and so many. As we go along, we will be using all these options, then we will come to know more and more. Then we have one tab here, that is modify and place wall. Inside of this, we have all these options. And now let me show you. I just are drawing 4 walls here, just like a rectangle. See, in the draw, in the modify place wall tab, under the draw panel, we have so many tools here, like a line, rectangle, polygon, polygon again, then circle, like this, arc, start and radius, and so many. And using the line tool, we just modeled a wall now. Let's take this rectangle and try to draw the rectangular wall like this. We can draw whatever the shape we want for the walls. And now let me tell you some of the other options which we can do in the same modify tab. See here we have align. We all know generally what is the meaning of align. Aligns one or more elements with a selection element. And let me show you what we can do with the align tool. See, my one wall is there and my one wall is here. I want to make sure this wall also comes into this line of action. Let's click on this align and click the first object now to where we want that second object, and click on the second object now. Done. Hope you're able to see the change now. This is what we can do with align. Then we have a offset, and let me show you what we can do with offset. I am taking the architecture wall here now and pressing on the offset. Now you can see here my cursor is moving. Offset we have 1,000 here. So whenever I take this offset, Revit will allow us to model a wall or draw a wall with respect to the reference at 1,000 mm distance. Hope you are able to see the difference. This is what we can do with the align tool and the offset. And we have beside mirror pick axis. What are we drawn so far? That we can do mirror or the replica. For that, from the first option, we have to pick an axis first. And beside, we have a similar option mirror, but we are going to draw axis here. Now, let's try to take a detail line. For the detail line, the shortcut or the command is DL. Let's draw a detail line. And now we want to mirror this wall. Let's click on this mirror pick axis. Then it will ask us to select the axis of reflection. Let's select it. Then there is our wall. And when it comes to use of draw the axis directly. Say let me draw it, and let me click on this mirror draw axis. Now it will ask us to draw an axis. Yes, this is the result. Let's click on this and again click on mirror draw axis. Then this time we will draw horizontally. Yes, this is the result. Hope you are clear with this wall and how to make use of the align and the mirror tools. Of course, in the coming classes, we will be looking into many things. And now let's go for wall structural. So far we have seen architectural wall. Now wall structural. Just we have to place the cursor on that. It only will show what is that. Creates a load bearing or a shear wall in the building model. To change the structural function of the wall, use the structural wall parameter in the wall's element properties. Click on this, and however we did so far. Right now, because we taken architecture template, we are not able to see the structural wall. But if you want to see that one also, in our properties palette, we have option for discipline. Let's go for discipline. Yes, discipline here. Right now we have a architectural discipline. If we want to make visible that one also, we can change that into either structural or a coordination. Then we will say it. In this sum, let's leave it and focus on our architecture stuff. And we have some more options. In the coming classes, we will be making use of all this. And now let's come to our one more tool in our Revit, that is door. The shortcut or the command for the door is tr, and there is some information. And however we saw the changes in the properties palette when we take wall. Same thing we can see in the properties palette for doors. We have a door here with having some dimension. And if you want to see more in depth about that, let's click on the edit type. Yes, these are all the type properties and the parameters we have for the doors. And if you want to change the size, yes, we can do it here. We will do everything whenever we are going to work in the project. And now, whenever I just click on the door tool, my cursor is not ready to place the door wherever I want. Can anyone tell me what is the reason? I'm not able to place the door on this white space.
Door places on only walls, sir.
Okay. And what we call these type of things? Host should be there. Say, for example, in our building we have a beams. Are we going to construct beams in the air? No, right? Definitely below some
sir.
load bearing wall or column should be there. Now, whenever I'm going above the wall, yes, it is taking now. And this is a double door, and we all know what is the meaning of the double door. And if you want to get so many types and different dimensions of the doors, just click on the drop down in the properties palette, then you will be seeing many sizes and many options. And if you want more, of course, we can go to the edit type, duplicate the existing door. Say, for example, I want 2000 by 2500. No, let's make it a 3000. 3000 door, and come down. We just renamed that. We just duplicate it, but actual values were belong to earlier one. Now we are going to make this width as 2000 and height as 3000 Let's come down. We have dimensions here. We have so many parameters. We have a height parameter here and width here. Let's go to width and change this as a 2000, and let's go for height and change it as 3000. And now you will see the difference. Yes, this wall got changed. And now we want to verify either difference between this door and this door we want to verify. Let's take a section and cut along the wall. Go to the view. Yes, I hope now you are able to see the difference. Are you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, let me change this into shaded. Yes, hope you are getting it. And what if I want to make this already existing double door as a single door, as we saw already? Go to the properties palette, drop down, and we have a single door here. Let's click on that. Automatically, it will be getting changed as a single door. Hope you are finding it interesting. And as I mentioned at the beginning, we have a concept called families, and families are objects inside the Revit, whatever we are going to use. We can load the families actually. These are all inbuilt system families all we have. And when it comes to door, we have a loadable families also. how to load the families and how to insert in the project in the later classes will come into know. So far we have seen about the Revit user interface and wall tool and door and what are the shortcuts for the wall and the door. Now let's go for Windows. The same case with the Windows also. Whenever I just click the Windows and drag it into my board, it is not really active. But whenever I place on the wall, yes, it is active. We just now placed one window there and let's place another window here. And observe the changes in the properties palette. And let me ask you a question. Where you are going to fix your window? On the ground or at a certain elevation in the wall?
Certain elevation in the
Certain sill heights.
Yes. What do we call it as? Sill height, right?
Sill height.
yes.
Yes. That is the same thing here we are seeing in the Revit. Revit revises instantly. It is building information modeling software and it is an intelligent tool. Sometimes or maximum times it understands what we are trying to do. And it is not just like that. We can place the wall and we can place the doors and the windows wherever we want. It will not allow us. And same case happens with our windows. Go to the properties palette and we have different sizes. We can opt for them and let's go to the section view and see how our windows are visible. Not only this kind of window, we can load multiple kinds of windows in the projects and we can use. In the coming classes, we'll discuss more. And the command for Windows is WN. In this time, let's skip this component and go for column. Let's go to the floor plan view and try to place some columns. I just clicked upon column. If you observe clearly, we are getting a column here, but not able to see because that is a structural column. See here in the properties palette, you see universal column. This is a structural. It is a new structural column. But let's try to bring the architectural column. Yes, here we have one rectangular column. Just place like that. And if you want to see that in the 3D, let's go to our 3D view. Yeah, these are our columns. And what is the difference between the architectural columns and the structural columns? Can anyone say?
Structural columns are
Structural
for
columns
taking
are
the load.
load bearing columns, sir.
Yes,
Architectural
yes.
columns like dummy.
Yes, what is that dummy? Why we are using dummy columns?
After architectural
It's not
design
bearing.
plans, you give to design people, no? So they can, based on the loads, they'll design.
Yes, that is true. And also for aesthetical appearance also, we can go for the architectural columns. Yeah, now the shortcut for the column what we saw is CL, structural column we have, and the inside of it architectural columns we have. So far in our session, we have seen tools, wall, door, window, and the column. Now, what are all the basic elements we need to construct a building? Say, we will be having the walls, the doors, the windows, and the columns, and the roof, and the ceiling, the floor, everything we have here. Let's go to our floor plan. Let's erase everything, whatever so far we want, or let's go to some other place. Take the wall and take a simple rectangular thing, and let's go to specific 3D view where we will be able to see only this rectangular wall. Let's go to floor plan and take our roof command, roof tool. We just clicked on roof. Now it is asking lowest level notice. In our project, the lowest level is level 0. But in practice, we are going to construct a roof over the building, right? Over the home, not at the ground level. So Revit is understanding and telling to us that, hey Naveen, you are already at the ground level. At the ground level, for this, you cannot construct this roof. So we suggest you to move it up. So we have a level 1 here. After the level 0, let's click on level 1 and click on yes. Now it will allow us to draw a roof. To draw the roof also, we have so many options here. In the modify, create a roof blueprint. Let's take a simple rectangle and try to create a roof. Click on OK. Would you like to attach the highlight walls to the roof? Of course, let's attach it now. I will tell you the difference. What is the meaning of attach and don't attach? For every 30 minutes, if we keep our settings like that, it only will ask us, please save your project. You recently not saved, save your project like that. In this time, I'm clicking on cancel, and we already placed the roof, right? To see it how it's visible, let's go to the 3D view. And whatever this blue color rectangular thing you are seeing, this is section box. We can operate this view by enlarging these grips. Now you can see how our small home is looking like. Let's place a door and the window for our home now. Architecture, door, let's place a door. Architecture and a window, let's place a window one this side and one that side. And let's go to our 3D view again. You know, the beauty of this Revit is you can work in any view. You can work in any view and it is limited to some options. When it comes to these walls, doors, windows, you can play with it in the 3D view also. Let's take a door again and let's just place here. You are able to place it right. And let's take a window. You will be able to place the window. Like this also we can work. And yes, this is the roof we just created. What about the properties of the roof? What about the thickness? What about the slope? Everything we will be coming to know here. And say we don't want this slope which is having 30 degrees. We want a very fat slope that is 0 degrees. Let's enter a 0 degree here. Delete, yeah, let's delete the instances. Then our roof will be converted as very flat roof. Hope you are getting my point and how we can play with the Revit elements by using the parameters in the properties palette. Are you clear with it?
Yes, sir.
Great. Now, do you come to know how we can model the walls, doors, windows in our Revit?
Sir, I have a doubt.
Yes.
You are placing like normally that window and walls, like based on the dimensions from where to where, like we are getting over there when you are placing based on that only we have to keep, or else any other option to keep that.
I'm not getting your question actually. You are telling that I'm just placing like that beside keeping everything into mind or nothing I'm not getting.
అంటే మీరు ప్లేస్ చేస్తున్నారు కదా నార్మల్‌గా. లైక్ ఏ
Yes, yes.
డైమెన్షన్స్ ఏమి ఫాలో అవ్వకుండా.
ఓకే. అర్థమైంది. నాకు
అది.
అర్థమైంది మీ డౌట్.
హ్మ్.
Actually, to just for demonstration purpose now, how we can make use of this wall tool and the doors and all, I'm just placing here however we wish. But in the projects we will be getting the design, right? So as per the design, then we have to place and we have to edit the families. Of course I have one sample project ready. I hope you are able to see my screen. Are you?
Yes, sir.
యెస్ సార్.
Yeah, this is a simple 2 BHK house plan actually, where we are having all the dimensions, right? And we have a section detail also. What happens whenever we cut a section here, and what happens when what we will be able to see when we cut a section here. This will be the result. Actually, now we just learned how to place walls, doors, windows, and roof, so that now we are jumping into this small 2 BHK house plan and we'll try to model whatever we learned so far. Are you ready for it?
యెస్ సార్.
Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Great.
sir.
Yeah, let me close this present open the project. I'm closing this. I'm not just directly going into my right top corner and clicking on close. I am coming to this file option actually. Let's explore now what is this file option and what we have there. See, in the file option also, we have so many options like first we have recent document. If you click on this, then we will see what are all the recent document list we are having here. Then if we want to open any existing document, we can open by using this option. Same thing here. If you want to create new, if you want to open existing, then see here how many types of files we can open by using this Revit cloud model. Actually, if we have our Revit project in the cloud, we can open that too, and local projects and any Revit family, Revit file, building components, and IFC. IFC is a file format, that is industry foundation classes. We will be discussing that while we will be talking about BIM. And we have a save option here and save as. Hope you all know the difference between what is save and save as. Generally, while opening our Revit project, we saw two options like a project and the project template. We can save this project as a project template. Then what will be happening? Whatever the some settings we have done here in this project, we will be getting in the new project. That is template. Then export. Whatever the model we developed here, that we can export into CAD formats. See here, DWG, DXF, DGN, ACAS, STL, into the PDF, into the DWF, into the FBX, GBXML, and the IFC. And we can print it. We can print individual file and batch files. We can go for the print preview, and finally we have a close option. This is what we are going to do now. Close. It will ask us, do you want to save this changes to project one? No. Now we are going to create a new project. Let's take ArcGIS template and click on OK. Now, whatever I shown the AutoCAD 2 BHK plan, it is at certain location. Now I want to take this into our Revit. How to do it? There are various options for it. The first thing, we have a insert tab here actually. In the insert tab, we have so many options like modify, link Revit, link IFC, link CAD, link topography, and many things. As we go along, we will be learning and we will be touching each and everything. Mean this time, let's focus on two options. That is, one is link CAD And one more is import CAD. What is the difference between link CAD and import CAD? Write down in your notebook. This is the assignment. What is the difference between link CAD and the import CAD? This is the assignment. And I really suggest you to maintain a separate notebook for this BIM and Revit architecture course. You know, these learning materials you will be getting wherever you want, okay, in the online. But whatever we are going to discuss and whatever the problems we are going to face and the solutions we are going to get are very specific based upon the projects. For this assignment now, to get that AutoCAD file into the Revit, I am using link CAD option. I just clicked on the link CAD option. A window came to open the CAD file. I'm clicking on BIM Revit training. I have CAD drawings here and homes folder is there. Yeah, this is where I kept my 2 BHK house plan 1. I am see here there are so many options visible again. Current view only, colors, layers, levels, import units, positioning, placement, and orient view. In the near classes, I will be explaining about everything, but this time, let's click on current view only. What is the meaning of this current view? Whatever the file now we are loading, that will be usable only in the current view only. That is, say earlier we were there in the level 0, right? So whatever now we are opening, that only will be visible in the level 0. If we want like that, then we should click on current view only. Otherwise, if you want to see it at many levels and in the 3D also, then we should not check it. Now we just want this in the level 0. So I am clicking on current view only and I am opening this. Geometry in the file. This is fine, no problem. Yeah, now what? Yes, see, whenever earlier how it was at a very more distance and we were not able to see where our AutoCAD project file was. But by using the option, see, just right click in the Revit, you will be able to see many options like repeat, link CAD, whatever the command we just used, recent commands, these are all we used. Find referring use, zoom in region, zoom out 2x, zoom to fit, previous span zoom, browsers, and properties. This is all common. Now, if we want to see whatever available in our Revit, let's click on zoom to fit. And it will go to the views actually, the center point of our Revit project. This is the center point of our project where we have north, south, east, and west elevations. Now to get to know our CAD, I'm just double clicking on it. It is not visible now. For this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to visibility settings. To go for visibility settings, actually, there are many options. Write it down, visibility settings. The shortcut for the visibility settings or visibility graphics is either VV or VG. Anything is fine. Whatever we saw here, these are all elevations. Like I said, these are all elevations. Views. To get to know where our CAD project file is, I am turning off this. Let's select all this. If you want to see what are all we selected, now let's go to the filter. Hope you are following my cursor. Filter defines the element categories selected in a view. This is filter. See here, we selected elevations and views. Yes, that is what we want. Click on OK. And Let's hide them temporarily. To hide them temporarily, here we have one. I hope you are following my cursor. Here we have a temporary hide and isolate, that spectacles symbol. No need to worry about this Revit user interface nomenclature. What do we call this tab, and this kind of ribbon and all? I will be sharing some notes with you. Let's temporarily hide this. Hide category, isolate. Now we don't want to do it isolate. We want to hide actual. Let's click on hide. Now gone. Now also whatever we just imported, that CAD project is not visible. How to make sure we imported the CAD project and it's not visible now? Let me show. Just reset the temporary hide and isolate. I got a doubt actually. In front of your eyes, I just imported the link CAD, right? Now it is not visible. Why? I might have pressed Ctrl Z, undo, and to rectify, to get to know actually what is happening. Let's again go to the visibility graphics, and above the visibility graphic overrides, we have so many things like model categories, annotation categories, analytical, and imported. See, in the imported categories, we should be able to see our CAD drawing actually, but it is not there. Are you understanding what I am trying to say?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we just imported the CAD drawing, and again I did undo or redo. So it went. Now again we have to link the CAD. Let's go to the link CAD, select our CAD and open it. Now to get to know our CAD, let's double click in the workspace. Then we are able to see our CAD. Did you understand why earlier we were not able to see and now we were seeing it? Does anyone have doubt at this point?
Sir, can you repeat one?
Yeah, sure. Actually, previously I did link the CAD. It was visible, but I did Control Z, so it's gone. Now I am doing again linking CAD. Now it came as usual. And to justify it, either we have the linked CAD file in our project or no, go to the visibility graphics, that is VV or VG, and go to here imported categories. You see here now, we just imported the 2 BHK house plan. Is this clear now?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Great. Let's click on OK. And now we are going to start modeling. And before modeling, we should have some knowledge, right? Say this is 2 BHK home. And what is the height of our wall? What is the height of our door? And what is height of our window? All these things we should have a prerequisite information. But mean this time, as this is a very simple project, let's not go in deep. Let's start modeling of our project. First, we should confirm what are about the units. In which units we are working now. The shortcut for the units is UN. Units UN. If you see here, length we have in mm. And mass density, distance, cost, area, everything we have. Area, it is in square meters. We can convert it into whatever we want. Same like this, length, we can convert this into whatever we need, centimeters, feet, inches, etc. Let's click on OK and we can cancel mean this time because it's already in the mm. Now it is time to look into our CAD actually. We just linked the CAD. Are we able to select it? No. We are not able to select it, right? We are not able to select it. Why? because it got pinned. Let me tell you. Hope you are following my cursor. Just the right side bottom, we have some options like select links, select underlay elements, select pinned elements. The present element is, if you want to select this, we should turn off this and turn off this, the link and the pin. Now, if we come here, we are able to see. Did you get my point now?
Yes, sir.
Earlier, we were not able to select this link. Now, when we turn off this pin, then we are this pin and this link, then we are able to select it. Okay, let's go back and make it off now, and we have to verify. See here in the project, the distance between this wall interior to this wall interior is 1.98 meters. What is 1.98 meters in the mm?
1980, sir.
9800.
Yeah, if we measure here in our Revit, we should get that much. Let's see. And how to measure it? To measure and to get the dimension, the shortcut is DI. Of course, we have all the options in the toolbars also, okay? No need to only use the shortcuts. We have everything in the tool tabs. See, go to the modify. You will be able to see so many options. We have a measure here. See, linear dimension, angular dimension, radial, whatever we want, we can. Now, let's take this linear measurement and try to measure from this point, I can say. Let's turn off this, turn off this. Let me try to, yes, measure from this point to that point. Is it right?
Yes, sir. No, no.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's great. We don't need to calibrate our CAD drawing now. We can directly start modeling. Now, we want to see. Hope you are getting the idea, right? Whatever the blue color lines are there, that is wall. And whatever we have, this kind of symbol, that is window. And it is a bedroom. We have a bed here and two small tables. We have a toilet room, the door and the water closet, the staircase, the beds again, the doors, windows, water closet, like this. I hope as we are all having the civil engineering background, we can identify what it is. Is that fine?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now let's start our project. To start it, first we should get to know what is the thickness of the wall here. Let's measure this dimension. It is 230. It is 230 wall. Yes. And we have a one wall here. Let's measure this dimension. It is also 230 wall. Let's just keep for example as a 230. Here, yeah, I think yes, all the walls are 230 Let's start modeling. Let's start modeling of the wall from one location. Okay, let's go to our architecture. Take a wall. We got some basic wall which is very inbuilt. Let's go to edit type, duplicate it, rename it as a basic wall. 230 right? 230 Now we have to edit the properties. Go to the structure. Let's remove all these extra layers. As this is our initial project assignment, let's keep only one layer, that structure 230. Click on OK. Now our wall is ready. You can see here in the properties palette, our wall is ready and we can model that. Hope you are able to see. Is this fine?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, and let me generally the beginners how they do modeling is they will take the wall from the here, they will be getting the wall here and they will start, for example, this row I want to model. They will be going and going, stretching the mouse and the drawing like this and they will be modeling. Of course, that's fine as a beginner, okay? And I also suggest you, as we are all, say, not we are all, some people are beginners in the Revit. You can follow this practice for this first assignment and can model all the walls. Okay? And now let's model this wall up to here. And we saw we had one window there. Now it got blocked. If I want to see what is there underlined below the wall, we have to change our visual style. Hope you are following my cursor. Visual style into, say, hidden line. It's not visible. Let's go to wireframe. Yes. When we go to wireframe, we will be able to see what is there behind the wall also. Okay. We have a window there. Let's take a window and place. Yes, we got it. And what about the dimension of the window and the sill height? Of course, it depends. As this is our first sample project, I am allowing you people to decide what is the size of the window, size of the door. You can do one thing to get to know what is the width of the window. You can directly measure here from this to this. This is the width of the window. And if you want to know the height, we can go here and we can get to know from here. In the toilet areas, we have a windows only this much height and this much width, and I think this is not the window. Windows you can fix the size. If this is the window, then we can measure these dimensions from here itself. Yes, I think it's also look like window. You can get to know what is window and what is the door from here and all. I think in this project, yeah, there are so many doors and the windows. Hope it will helpful for you as a practice project. Hope you will do it. This assignment. Will you do it?
Yes, sir.
Great. Hope this is enough for today, and we will be meeting in the next class. And before closing this session, let's take a question and some questions and we'll try to answer them.